They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Wentz. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Third and 5. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now this time Wentz will throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
They'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Wentz. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Randy Gregory. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
That's good for our Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
14, run it.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Samaje Perine, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year round.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Alex Singleton making the play defensively. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Wilson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side.
You look at this Browns defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
This is 2nd and 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Go.
Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So after the INT, here's Wentz.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it again with Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains. Well, you got a team that sits 28th in the league in rushing, so I guess you're going to see some plays like that.
Yeah, you're definitely going to do that, but just not like you can just abandon the run. You got to keep taking your shots, don't you? But at this point of the season, they haven't been very successful.
Now Wentz throwing on second down.
He's got the connection to Moore.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Wentz on third down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Wilson on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco first.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Broncos at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 6.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Zebra.
Wilson.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
He'll field this at the 5. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yeah, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To throw, it's Wentz. Looking for Cooper, and it's it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pound free.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give him 14 yards there on a Denver first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Wilson. This is caught. And on the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Broncos! Adam Troutman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wentz.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Smith to return it. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Broncos 21, Browns 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Stuck for a loss by the linebacker, Josie Jewell.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On second down, here's Wentz.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to lead to a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw is Wentz. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they had to give up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's Williams. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
They go play action now. Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Wilson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ron Thornhill.
And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
82-40. Sunday. What's your son?
Wentz now on 1st down.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Browns 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. To throw is Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Shoves him aside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play action. Now Wilson. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here. But I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
On second down, here's Wilson. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Back near the goal line, here's Wentz. Short pass to Howard.
Missed.
This will not go down. And they work this out past the 25. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down, Browns.
Don't go.
Wentz now on first down.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing now is Wentz. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
40. 657. 74.
Now Wentz on third down. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Wentz. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He may go. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Marvin Mims, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not.
And my goodness, another interception. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball.